Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends of mine. I hope you are all having an absolute, exceptional good day today. It's a beautiful day here. It's kind of cloudy and rainy, but life moves on, and today is the best day of our lives. Today I'm feeling inspired, but yet I'm also feeling emotional today. I'm not going to go into full detail here today, but I just want to share a little bit about my life. I grew up in a home with a very, very abusive father. He did some horrendous things to us as a family. Things that are just despicable within our own minds and thinking. Oh, today though, I want to share with how life has changed me and how I was able to forget that and forgive and move on with life. I should say though, that we're currently involved with a court case over what happened. As my father was a brutal man, and he did some heinous crimes to my sister, things that unfortunately I witnessed, as he was that severe to what he did. I don't agree one bit that my father did what he did. That is not what I want you to think here today. Because the thing is, my father grew up in a very abusive home life by his father. And that's all he knew, it seemed like. But the sad thing is, he never made that change. He didn't want to change his way of thinking. He didn't want to change his lifestyle. Because that was ingrained in his mind from young on. And to him, what he did to my family, the unbelievable, terrible, wicked things, he thought that was normal. The emotional state I've been in the last while, as I have to soon testify in front of a court about things I witnessed, about things that went on. And this is something that has made me so emotional over the years, and that is, why did this not stop then? Why did my father think it was okay to do things what he did back in the day? It's all because it was ingrained in his mind, and he thought that was a normal way of life. But as I look at my life today, I see how it affects a person's thinking. I see how it affects my sister's way of thinking. And me witnessing things. Sometimes I will wake up at night trembling, sweating, because I am so scared. What if my father will do what he did again? I want to share with you today, though, how I overcame that. Because it seems like nowadays, too many people have hate and hatred toward family members because of things that went on. But as I look at my father, I see him still as my father. I see him as a very sick man that refused to accept the fact that he needed help. He refused to break that chain because he was brutally abused as a kid as well. He continued to think it was normal life to do what he grew up with to bring into our home. And that is what is so saddening, sickening today. I have cried many, many times about why this. Why did that have to happen? Because back in the day, if I would mention anything to my father that I was going to the police, our lives were put in danger. And you know that's how I grew up. That we don't talk about anything in the home life. Because we were always worried about what if something happens. Today, though, is a new day. And I want to share with you what I have learned from the good Lord, how He has allowed me to have forgiveness in my own heart, and how I was able to overcome the hatred and unforgiveness towards my father in my own life. Every day I used to have hateful thoughts towards my dad. And you know, I think that's normal for the severity of things that went on at home. But I remember one night, I was laying in my bed. I began to cry. Cry like a little child. Because it began to overwhelm me. All this stuff that had happened. That my father had done to us. And I began to wonder, why? What's so impressive to me, though, is I see my father as a totally different person now than I used to, because I had hate for him till about a year ago. But I want to say, this night that I went to bed, I was crying. I remember praying to God to help me. I said, God, please, give me forgiveness somehow. I had this beautiful, amazing vision. And this is what has kept me from going back to the past and having an unforgiving, mad heart towards my father. I remember that night, tears rolling down my face. After I had asked the Lord to please help me to get over this unforgiveness. It was dark in my room about midnight. Out in the corner, it was like a vision I had. My room started to light up in my vision. I saw Jesus nailed to the cross. And beside him was me nailed to the cross. I remember I looked at Jesus in this vision and I said, Lord, this unforgiveness I have towards my father is the most terrible feeling ever. I remember in this vision the Lord looked at me and said, son, please, let go of your hate and unforgiveness. And then Jesus died. I remember tears began to roll down my face. I audibly said, Lord, thank you, thank you, thank you for taking this all away from me. And that there was the beginning of a whole new life. That right there was a beginning of a new life that I could endure any type of trial after that. Because I was able to get to the root of the problem, where that unforgiveness and hatred originally started. I was able to pick myself up and say, look, today's a new day. Today has beautiful positive effects on a person, only if you allow them to happen. I just wanted to share this with you today as I have been emotional the last couple days about this specific subject. And I want to tell anybody that if you have experienced a bad past, please don't hold it in. Please talk about it. Get it off your heart. Get it out of your mind. Get it off your chest. It brutally weighs you down. Because I'm talking from experience. Please talk about it. I'm here. You can talk to me because life has such beautiful ways within it. If we simply allow ourselves to see what we need to see in our own lives. God bless you all and have a very blessed weekend. Thank you very much.